It's the Midwest Connectz, and we keep the streets on smash.
Niggas ain't take your gun. Some more paper than the teller. Going for the bullshit right now.
Other promoters, other marketers, other bloggers in these markets, so that when we get there, we can do things like this and help the artists get their word out a little bit. So that's what we're trying to do, is connect the dots.
Mobile, Alabama to be here tonight, you know what I'm saying? We got Chicago coming up, we got Cincinnati coming up. We're doing a 5-city tour with Empire, giving away a single distribution deal in 5 Midwest cities. We got Benzino coming to my market, we got Benzino coming to his market. We got a lot of stuff working currently. Big Buzz is coming to our Halloween party. I don't know if y'all get that with country rap, but we doing that for Halloween, man. Just a lot of stuff working. Like I said, I'm excited to be here. We're here to check out the talent. Hopefully bring somebody on a couple of these shows, you feel me? Opportunity tonight, so everybody tune in. Make sure y'all networking, because again, your network is your net worth. You hear me? Midwest Connectz, you ain't connected? Let you respect it.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Y'all know what it is. You are now tuned in for another episode of the Connectz Radio Show, and it's my job to bring you the hottest and unsigned and independent hip hop and R&B, plus interviews with the brightest stars in the culture. Man, I know I took a couple weeks off. We still applying pressure. Make sure y'all tap into the Connected and Respected Mix Show every week on Straight Official Radio. That's part of the Fleet DJs Radio Network, man. So we keeping it fresh and we gonna keep it live. I'm telling you, we gonna bring y'all one of the best interviews we've had in a minute, man. This dude, he put me in position. I'm telling you, it wouldn't be no Connectz Radio, wouldn't be no Midwest Connectz if it wasn't for the homie I'm bringing y'all right now. Chi-Town legend, one of the coldest ever, man. He go by Showcase. Case, what's the word?
Man, appreciate the introduction, my nigga. I'm humbled. For real, for real.
Yeah, no, that's real talk, man. You put me in position. You was working with an artist back in the day by the name of oh man, see, look, I'm slipping, man. You was working with OTF. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Carlito.
No, you was with Hip. You came through with Hip as part of
Yeah.
the first couple shows of y'all national tour. You stopped in my market. We connected, man, and it was up ever since. So I just want to say I appreciate you, fam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's dope to have you back on the scene, man. You took a little hiatus. Did you want to talk about it?
Of course, we can go into that.
All right. So you had to sit down for a little minute, man.
Yeah.
You don't really got to go into the details or all of that, but like, how was the time knowing that, you know, everything else was still kind of going on outside?
Yeah, that's a great question, man, because that was the biggest mental thing throughout the entire process, is that, you know, no knock to any of my other incarcerated brothers, but, you know, I came from doing all the things that you just got done talking about. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a shock value, but I'm a strong individual, man, mentally and physically. So I had to tap into this, you know what I'm saying? And really just push through. You know what I'm saying? I was gone for 5 years, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? So they snatched me right out my glow. And, you know, I had to man up and handle my consequences, but I'm back now. The time didn't kill me. It only made me stronger. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking good. I'm feeling better. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm here. We're going to make some waves for sure.
Yes, sir. And I'm happy to hear that you back and you moving. Obviously, the team is still H3. Talk to me about that and how everything's going.
Yeah, the movement is still a movement. You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of just dialed in and focused on their own brand as individuals, because at the end of the day, you only as strong as your weakest link. So I didn't feel no type of way about, you know, people going into their own lane, because that's what it's about over here at H3. It's about doing what you do to make you great. And when we link up, making it all stick together and making it even bigger. So everybody kind of just focused on them. And now that I'm home, it's my job to bring everybody back in and make this thing bigger than life. So it's moving for sure, man. We got some big plans. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go into detail about everything, but between artists, shows, podcasts, you know, I'm finna tap into everything that y'all see going on. You know what I'm saying? So best believe H3 gonna be back full fledged for sure.
Absolutely. And you kind of just took it my next couple of questions out the way and told us what the plans are. Said you tapping in with everybody and linking it all back up. Are there any artists in particular that you guys are pushing right now? Any singles right now, or are we still in the building phase?
I mean, we definitely still in the building phase as far as me working with new talent, but some of the guys that's never going nowhere, you know, Ricky Lance, which is my little brother, you know what I'm saying? He didn't really took things to another level as far as his look, his creativeness, his sound. So I'm excited about his future. Of course, the bro King Darius, formerly of the group Seaside from back in the day, he's still doing his thing. He got some great material out right now that we pushing. So those guys are never going nowhere. And as far as some of the new guys, you know, I've been home about 90, 95 days. So I've been sitting back just watching, you know what I'm saying? H3 is a special breed, you know what I'm saying? We not for everybody. So it's not just a, hey, come sign up type of thing. So I'm going to pick and choose wisely this time. I'm going to make sure that the artists I work with are a real representation of the lifestyle that myself and my partners are really trying to live.
Absolutely, man. And that's one thing you guys were doing even before you went and sat down was the branding was on point. Everything was labeled, everything was situated. Talk to us about the importance of that branding and what it means to both artists and managers.
I mean, it's key, man. You know what I'm saying? What are you without your brand? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be visible. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think being visible nowadays means being on social media. And like I say, I've been gone a couple years, but the climate of the game is pretty much the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the up and coming guys. I'm watching what they think is important. I know what's important. You know what I'm saying? So branding is key, and it's still something that I see as not being taken as serious as it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, today, people think branding mean, hey, I got all social media pages. That's a start. That's a great start. It's a free social media platform that we can take advantage of. Great start. But now you have to invest in some things to put onto that free social media platform so that people can now take you serious. So you see what's behind me. You know, this shit don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Is this the old lick? We got all new material coming. You know what I'm saying? But even the old stuff still looking good these days.
Yeah, it's still crispy.
Yeah, for sure, man. So branding is key. You know what I'm saying? Your brand speaks for you when you're not around. You know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure that you're on point with, like I say, whether it's promo material, the lifestyle that you live in, whatever it is. If you in entertainment, no matter if you just life, waking up every day, you live in a certain lifestyle, man. So you got to make sure that what you preaching and putting out on these networks actually lives up to what you are as an individual. That's key. That's key.
Facts, big facts. Man, so talk to us. Did you come up? You know, you're doing a lot of thinking when you sit down like that. Obviously,
sure.
It's a lot tapping in. Talk to us about some of those different things that you kind of learned while incarcerated that you can use now that you home.
That's a great question. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I went away when I was 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? At 30 years old, you would think to yourself that you know yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 30, you know, I got kids, I got a family, I got a home, I got grown man shit going on. So I thought I had it all figured out, man. And I think sitting down for that time frame, you know, prison taught me that I don't know it all. You know what I'm saying? And it gave me a lot of time, like you had said in your question, to sit back and just reflect on relationships, man. That's the main thing I thought about. I'm not gonna talk, you know what I'm saying, talk your ear off about it, but relationships is the main thing I thought about, man. Family, you know what I'm saying, appreciation and things I took for granted, you know what I'm saying, and really thinking to myself like, man, I got a couple years to do, and when I get up out of here, I get a second chance at life. You know what I'm saying? How many people are here right now can really say that they got a second chance to start over? You know what I'm saying? And hey, it wasn't like I was doing so bad that I needed to start over, but I ended up in a situation, so changes needed to be made. So I sat back and reflect on that for a while, man. And like I say, I'm home for 95 days now, and you know, I'm excited to be out here putting all that new thinking and new positive energy to use.
No, absolutely. So feels like it's a little bit glitchy. Let me see if I can get that together real quick. But we gonna keep it rocking.
Yeah, now
And
you
that
looking
was
good
man,
on
that
my
was a
end.
great
Everything good on my end.
Okay. That was a great answer because people don't think about that, the relationships or the
Yes.
time or just the feelings of gratitude. Because you
Sure.
do miss a lot. Life does go on. The kids get older, your significant other change, not that they
Yeah.
change on you, but they change as people. And 5 years
Yeah.
is a long time.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
so talk to us about that. You said you've been home about 95 days and you're kind of reacclimating. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? How is that situation?
I ain't gonna lie, it was a trip at first, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And it's crazy because all the guys, the old heads, and some of the guys that I confided in while I was gone, they kind of tried to coach me on just being ready to get back out. And I'm
Yeah.
like, come on, man, I'm this show, baby. I'm going back to
Yeah.
the world. That's where I belong. So I'm like, whatever. But when I got back, I realized what they were saying as far as just like, it's things that you think about while you gone that, what I'm saying, when you come home, some of it's important, some of it's not, you know what I'm saying? So it was just about, like you said, getting reacclimated and just getting readjusted. And I had to stick to what I just told you, man, worrying about them relationships that matter. You know what I'm saying? Because in prison, you talk a lot, you think a lot, but it's about getting out and doing the right thing. So I just been home doing that, bro. My kids, my beautiful kids, my family that held me down, the handful of supporters from my team to my personal circle that was there for me for all 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Even you, bro, you was checking in with the team, the social media, everybody was checking in. Like, I appreciate all of that because that shit kept me pushing. You know what I'm saying? To know that the love was still out there, it was still real, it was still genuine. All that shit mattered in there, bro. It really, really do. You know what I'm saying? And y'all keeping me encouraged while I was gone kept me in high spirits to keep the brothers around me and they're encouraged. So it all was a trickle down effect, man. And, just positivity. You feel me?
Nice. Nice. No, that's what's up, man. And I wasn't going nowhere. You was the homie. Like I said, you
Yeah,
helped change my career trajectory,
for sure.
change what I thought about, the possibilities of what Uncanny could do or what the Midwest Connects could do. So
For
I'm,
sure.
I'm forever indebted to that. So listen, I'm gonna hold you down, fam. I
And I appreciate
appreciate,
it, man. I appreciate it.
yeah, man. We was kicking it. We was in Texas. We went to Texas a couple times. We was in
Hey,
your
we
city.
was
You was down
everywhere.
in
I
my
was
city.
coming
You know
down
what I
there to
mean?
Springfield. You was coming to the Shy.
Oh yeah.
It is crazy, bro, because like I say, it's so much time go by. I get out. My people holding me down. They sending me pictures and everything. But
Yeah.
it's like we still in there. It's like everything seemed like such a glimpse. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it's like when I get out, it's like it broadens my thinking even more. So it's like you say, we've been rotating so much. I'm looking at all the pictures of us and fly. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, shit, man, this nigga was in tune probably a little bit more than I even thought.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
because
We
we working,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just
Yeah.
work to us, you know what I mean? But
Yep.
I sat back and I reflected for all those years and I'm like, damn, man, we covered a lot of ground fast too,
Facts.
fast. So
Facts.
that's what I'm saying, man. I'm excited, man. I'm glad to see you and everybody else in position. And just to go back to, just everybody focusing on their own brand. Like, man, look at you. Like, so many different people that I rotated with and worked with, bro, are in great positions, which is great for me. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because look at us right now. We on your platform, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Happy to be
Straight
here,
up.
man.
So that's a great thing, man. I'm excited. You know me. I'm a humble guy. I'm happy for y'all. And like I tell people all the time, you can't stun on me because I'm proud of everybody. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I'm proud of y'all, man. Keep pushing.
Oh, for sure. So talk to us, man. Obviously, you back to working with the artists.
Yeah.
You're back to, are you going to be back to doing showcases and shows in your area? You
That's
told me,
that's a
you
good question, man.
you was
That's
at the
really
crib
like the
for a
key
couple of days
question.
sitting down. But yeah, talk to me. So what we got tapping in?
Yeah, right now it's all about rebuilding the infrastructure of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You run a platform, so you got to have a team around you. So I'm focused on that. The talent is out there. Like,
Yeah.
big ups to the city, to just the independent circle as a whole, just music as a whole. Like, finding artists and all that, that's not going to be a problem. It never has been. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
it's the team. I want to make sure that I have a team that can help the artists now. You know what I'm saying? Not the type of team that can help the artists back when I was out at 17 and 16 and all that. I need the team that can help today's artists in 2023. So I'm building a team of individuals like that. I already got a couple good guys and ladies that's doing that. So after we build that, we'll focus more on the next plan. Because even them, they ask me, so what's next? When we gonna do the shows? When we going to the A? When we doing the festival? I'm like, pause. You know what I'm saying? Let's build this team because that's what's key. The only reason we was able to have that success is because we had a great team. So that's first. We're gonna build the team. And then from there, everything gonna be like clockwork, man. I got so many people coming at me with so many different opportunities. I love this podcast stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was fake doing that type of stuff before I even left. We just wasn't calling it podcasting back then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was interviewing people. I was running up on people, running down on people, had the mics, had the cameras. We was doing, you go on YouTube and put showcase H3 interview. You're going to see me interviewing all type of people. So like, it's crazy to see what has developed since I've been gone.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I want to do that. I want to do that. But then I look and I'm like, I was already doing that.
I did it. Yeah.
I did it already. So, but I'm eager to elaborate on all those things and make those things big, because like I say, we was doing so much that I was just sprinkling this, sprinkling that. I wasn't able to give 110% to everything. So this time around, I'm gonna pick like 2-3 things that I really love about entertainment, and I'm just gonna go 100% with that. And I'm just gonna big up everybody else doing everything else. I'm not gonna try to do it myself no more.
Okay. And
I'm an old head now, man. I'm an old head now, man.
Hey, look, that 35 life different. That 35 life different. Knees and back a little different now.
Who you telling, man? I come home and it's crazy because I remember I was telling the guys when I left, like, man, I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing that.
Yeah.
And some of the guys, unfortunately, they on their second, third, fourth bit. So they came home and came back. They know what's going on. They like, man, boy, you left when you was young. You a little bit older now, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit sound good. As I'm speaking about the guys, they calling me, you know what I'm saying? So I still got great relationships there too, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we got to do it with the right mindset this time around, bro. And we got to do it for the appreciation of the culture. Not saying that I wasn't before, because I'm all about the culture, but I got to make sure that everybody around me is understanding of that.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And I was going to ask, and you kind of alluded to it, what would you say is the biggest change in the entertainment industry? 5 years, obviously technology changes almost daily. Would you say that's the biggest change, or how people are consuming? Just coming home and seeing it, what's the biggest change to you?
It's funny you say that, because I've been sitting back trying to find an answer to that question, man. And I just don't feel like nothing's really changed. I just feel like time has gone. Things are faster. You know what I'm saying? Everything seems like it's on steroids. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everything that's going on I've seen before, but it's just being done at a different pace now. You know what I'm saying? Like, even with going back to the podcast thing, like everybody got one now. You know what I'm saying? So I like it though. I like what's going on, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing bad to say about nothing or nobody. You know what I mean? The game is in a good place. And it's for, if it's for you, it's for you. If it's not, it's not. I think sometimes people get so caught up in their own opinions that they forget
got a laptop.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you don't like something, don't listen to it. You know what I mean? If you like it, rock with it, support it. It's that simple, man. You got 2 choices. Pay attention to it or don't pay it no mind. Simple.
Yeah. And that's the other thing, is everybody feels like their opinion holds value. That's something I found definitely in this space, the media space, the podcast space, the interview space, is everybody feels like their opinion has value. And not to say that it doesn't, but how do we as a culture decide where to place the value?
Yeah,
you know
and that's
I mean?
and there you go. You
really
just said it right there. That's up to the individual, right? You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much being put out there so fast. Like every time I log into social media, is some new clickbait. But let me say this though. While we on the topic, we got to get back to the culture, man. We got to get back to doing this shit for the right reasons. That's the one thing I don't like. The blogs have become just clickbait. You know what I'm saying? I remember when the blogs was about really introducing us into new stuff, new artists, new festivals, new events, new everything. You know what I'm saying? They was putting us on something. Now the blogs, I'm going down Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, all that. The blogs is just BS. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to breaking stories? What happened to breaking artists? You know what I'm saying? I go on some of these blogs and I got to read BS before I even get to one story about an up and coming talent or somebody new video or new song. So like you say, we do things, but we in the media too, myself and you know what I'm saying? So if I could say something to the guys like us, is we got to get back to the culture, man. Let's get back to doing this shit for the right reasons and putting people on to real hip hop and real dope shit, because the media controls the masses, believe it or not. So while we all sit back talking about, so we don't like this and we don't like that, and I'm talking about all of us, meaning like guys in our space, shit, the control is in our hands.
These are facts.
It's in our hands. We don't want promoting the bullshit.
Yep. Because
We
again,
don't want putting out this portrayal of women. That's us. We the media guys. We don't have to post this stuff.
Nope.
We don't have to talk about it.
That's what
but everything is so clickbait, man. It's like you say, everybody opinion. You know what I'm saying? And no knock to their opinion, but it's up to us as the people to start deciding what we gonna really put our backing behind. You know what I'm saying? So it's up to the individual, man. It ain't for everybody, man. This entertainment shit ain't for everybody, for sure.
No, these are facts. These are absolute facts. Before you went away, the ladies were not running the rap game the way they are today. It wasn't, and it wasn't even close. You could make the case that 5, 10, maybe even 15 of the hottest rap acts in the country, possibly in the world, are all women. Yeah. They're women. So what does it feel like to come home and see femcs on this type of plateau and on these platforms?
Well, like I said, man, I kept my ear to the street, man. I'm a mogul for real. You know what I'm saying? So, and I became the music guy in there. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be a question or somebody hearing something from their people on the phone, man, go ask show. Hey, show. So I was hearing everything. So to come home, it was great to see. But as I was away and I'm seeing things and hearing things, you know, I'm subscribed to Double XL. Right. I'm only watching BET, VH1, any award shows. I'm locked into entertainment. So as I'm watching the transition, I love it, man. Most of my kids are women. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't necessarily say I'm 100% behind the message that's being programmed through the women music. But hey, man, I'm a hip hop guy, man. Like I say, if it ain't for you, it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? But I love the women, man. The women are doing their thing. It's overdue. They got their own lane. They don't need us guys. You know what I'm saying? and salute them for that. I ain't got nothing bad to say about it at all. At all.
Yeah,
and one thing about the women too, I will say this. I see they starting to try to get petty with each other. I've been hearing some little rumblings, but for the most part, what I see is the unity between them is great. You know what I'm saying? And that's great for the little girls and up and coming teenagers and artists as well to see that, you know what I'm saying, the ladies sticking together. So I will commend them on that. Don't like the message sometimes, but I love the togetherness from the ladies. The guys need to pick up on that.
That's truth. There's truth to that. All right, man. New Chicago is here. Obviously you said you had your ear to the street, eyes on the talent. What do you think of the new sound coming from the city, and how do you want to try and, you know, influence what's next?
So, well, man, you know, I feel like, man, it's been crazy to sit back and watch this and not be a part of it this time. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because the first wave, not even the first waves, plenty waves before this, you know what I'm saying? From, you know, the Bump J wave with the Bo Deals and my cousin Arrogant and even my business partner, my cousin Bo Business. And, you know, a lot of guys, you know, the Crucial Conflict days, to the next wave of the Ben Ones and John Blues and Hot to Death and Coast Steel and those guys, Mush Millions, big up to him. I've been involved or had my hands on so many different, whether it be personally or business wise. And then, like I say, the next wave of Dirk and Keith and, you know, people already know my role in, you know, promoting them and working with King Louie and Herbo and everybody before they even got to the masses, you know. So, like I say, I've been so hands-on with every genre and every, you know what I'm saying, wave of Chicago. Even shout out to my boy Reese and 3-Piece, you know, Chicago legends as well. So this is the first time that I've not been a part of it. I don't know nobody. I ain't done no shows with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool to just be a fan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like these couple years, I missed it, but it was cool to be a fan again. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of all them guys. You know what I'm saying? From Polo to Cowboy, rest in peace to Juice WRLD and Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? It sucks that I didn't get to work with them. You know, Fendi, the rapper, I like her. You know what I'm saying? She got the joint with Cardi going crazy.
Yeah, she'll be in my market September 9th. She'll be right here in Decatur, Illinois.
Man, Mello going crazy right now too. You know what I'm saying? Like the state of Chicago is so great, man. And I remember being, like I say, hands-on with the wave before them. Right. And everybody was telling me, like, man, I don't know why you're pushing this. And you need to get out to New York and LA and Atlanta. And, man, your services is going to go so good down there. They need you down there. You in the wrong market. I'm like, I'm in Chicago. How the fuck am I in the wrong market?
Yeah, that don't even make sense.
This is one of the biggest markets in the world. You know what I'm saying? So I've always been promoting Chicago, man. From, like I say, from way back to right now. So I'm going to always be pro Chicago. You know what I mean? We got to get it together as far as some of the things we got going on internally, as far as the artists and some of the behind the scenes people. But you can't deny us, man. We here. You know what I'm saying? The influence. I did an interview back in 2012 with Cold Heart from Crucial Conflict and Reese from 3-Piece on Underground Urban Grind TV, Channel 19, Chicago thing. They still around now.
I was gonna say that they still popping.
They still popping. Shout out to UGTV. You know what I'm saying? They definitely supported us through thick and thin. But I did an interview with them, man, and it was right on the brink of Shorty and them blowing up, Keith and all them, Louie and all them Dirt. And they was just telling me, they was telling the people, like, man, we Chicago, man. As soon as these are their words. People can go back and look at this. Showcase interviews, Reese of 3-Piece, Cold Heart, A Crucial Conflict. Look this up. Cold Heart says, soon as Chicago embraces that we are Chicago, we start making our own music, our own sound, using our own lingo, and dressing the way that we dress, we gonna take off. That's his exact words. Literally, actually, this was the end of 2011. It was going into 2012. So the little buzz was there, but it was more about the JoJo Keith situation and the backwards and forth with that. It wasn't really about who signed into who and no labels or no talk like that, because if it was, I would have been interviewing one of them at that event, not the old heads. You know what I'm saying? I would have had one of them. So with that being said, like I say, a couple months later, man, I think Keith dropped the I Don't Like shit. You know what I'm saying? I think that came out, and then it's been curtains. You know what I'm saying? It's been curtains ever since for the whole Chicago wave. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't went nowhere. Back to your question, man. I'm so proud of the city, from the radio people to the showcases that people throw to everything, man. We finally built a foundation in a city where people can blow up from here. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just the guys making it. Like I say, we have like a structure now from the up and coming guys. None of that stuff was going on when I first started doing this back in 2010, 09. You know what I'm saying? People was trying, but it wasn't no consistency, and it didn't mean nothing. It didn't mean nothing. We doing these shows, we doing all this stuff for what? Why? What is the meaning behind this? What does this platform get me to next? And now we have the answer to those questions. We have my platform and a bunch of other serious platforms in Chicago that's helping launching artists' careers now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited for that, man. And I'm ready. We finna tap in real quick.
No doubt, man. And speaking of the structure of Chicago and kind of the platforms, that's something that you can honestly say you helped build. It wasn't always around. They didn't always have the showcases that could take you out of the city or put you in position with radio people. So that was something you kind of brought to my market. Definitely influenced some major artists from your own market, man. So again, we commend you for all the work and everything you kind of helped put down and put in play. And I'm here for it, man. Whatever's next, I'm here for it. I'm ready to rock out with you. What do you want? What do you want to be the big message now that you back? Now that H3 is all the way back in motion, what do you want the big message to be?
Man, that's another great question, man. And the message is this, man. I can say some funny shit, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm ignorant, you know what I'm saying? I can say some funny, slick shit, but all jokes aside, man, is that look out for your people that's gone, man. You feel me? If you got a brother, a sister, an uncle, auntie, a friend that's incarcerated, drop them a scribe, man. Write them. So tech savvy nowadays. We got tablets in there, email them, shoot them some pictures. Without that support, bro, I don't make it back to y'all to do this interview. You feel what I'm saying? It's so real in there. You know what I'm saying? So be that support system, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, it matters. It makes, fuck a day, it makes our month. It makes our year to hear from people that we didn't even know was thinking about us. So my last words will be to the people watching, man. If you know somebody locked up, reach out, man. Make sure they straight.
For sure. All right, man. You said that was the last one. So where can they tap in with Show? Where can they tap in with H3?
Man, everything is how it sound. Instagram, Show H3. The company, everything H3 Entertainment, man. On every social media platform. It's big with branding. Stop having all these names for different stuff, man. It makes us hard to find you guys. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that your social media is linked to one big thing. So Instagram, Show H3, H3 Ent. Fuck with me.
Y'all know what to do, man. Tap in. You are connected. You are respected. Show. You know we right back outside. As soon as we press the button, we right back outside.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
No, for sure. My big homie, y'all know what's going on, man. Y'all have officially caught the first interview. My man Show Tap back down. We were lucky enough to have the first interview right here on the Connectz Radio Show. We were already live on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Of course, you can catch the playback from this and every other interview we do on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and more. All you got to do is hit the Connectz radio show on your favorite platform, and you'll be hip. You know what we do. We bring y'all the hottest and unsigned and independent hip-hop and R&B, plus interviews with the brightest stars in the culture. We'll be back next week with something hot, baby. You know what it is. At The Real Uncanny on all your favorite socials. Every episode is powered by bettersblock.com, getyourbuzzup.com, midwestmixtapes.com, straightofficial.com, the Fleet DJs, the Nerve DJs, and of course, the Midwest Connectz. You know what it is. If you ain't connected, you ain't respect.